How do you overcome the challenges that life throws at you? Well, for our next guest, she has turned her test into a testimony. Joining us this morning is a former St. Catherine Festival queen, and she was in 2018, still a queen, Stacy-Ann Nelson. Morning, Stacy-Ann. How are
Good
you?
morning, Delia. I am fine, thank you.
Yes, it's so good to speak with you this morning. Stacy-Ann, challenges are something that we all have to overcome. What do you, before I get into the story, at the end of your journey, and this is how I want to start, what do you think has made the difference in your life? What has empowered you to be able to stand today and say, I've been through it and I'm still here?
At the end it will be my legacy. Of course, I just finished college and the aim going forward is to have my own dance studio.
Okay. So you're powered by ambition. That's
I
what I'm
am.
hearing. You're powered by
I
ambition. Excellent, because that can anchor you, your goals, and help you to move through. All right, so let's start. One of the things that intrigued me about your story, you said you used to go to school only twice a week because of financial challenges. How did learning
yeah.
take place?
So for me, Delia, I knew that I had to survive. I had to be better than what I know, than what I see. And so the days I didn't go to school, I would go to school the other day and I would say, it's my classmates. What happened yesterday? Is there any notes? And so that's how I got through school.
What? Listen, there are some people go to school every day and they're struggling. And that's why I say, I know you understand why I said I started where I did, because it means that because of your ambition, you found a way to get around the challenges. You didn't let it overwhelm you. And so you got the notes and you went to school. But there's a thing, when people go through challenges, we tend to judge our own selves. And we tend to be afraid that people are going to judge us. And so we lock away ourselves. How did you pull up your self-esteem? Boy, I have financial challenges. I can't go to school more than 2 times a week. How did you pull up your self-esteem?
My siblings, I have a younger brother and a sister. And so I knew that because we didn't have that role model, I had to be a difference for them. I had to show them that, look, there is more to life than what we are right now. And so they kept me going. I knew that I had to be better in order for them to be better.
Yes, yes, that's excellent. And then you decided you were going to do modeling, girl.
That's a funny story.
Tell me about it.
Originally, I wanted to go into the army. And I remember, because I was a cadet right throughout high school, that was also one of the things that kept me going. That was also one of the things that, instilled certain discipline and certain morals and values in me.
Yeah.
And, when I left high school, I signed up the JDF form and my mother, she started crying. And I was a tomboy, like I was really a tomboy back then. And so she said, is there anything else you want to do? And I said, modeling. So modeling was my plan B, actually. So it wasn't the first thing that I wanted to do, but it was
Okay.
my plan.
It was the plan B. All right, so let's talk about some serious things, because domestic violence is something that I am very invested in getting rid of. Zero in Jamaica. You've had to experience that, and I feel like sometimes when you talk to people about domestic violence, they don't know how it comes to bear on children. What was your experience, Stacy-Ann?
Delia, it has been the mask for me. Actually, I remember vividly a scenario where it was around the time I was supposed to sit my CXCs. And, my mom and stepdad got into an argument the Sunday evening. And it escalated into the Monday, the Tuesday, there was a fight. And so the Wednesday after I left school, I went to Bible study, and my friends were taking me home. And I remember one of them asking me, why you look so down? What happened to you? And, I was telling them what happened. I remember saying to my friend that, my mom and stepdad is at it again. And I pulled a joke and I said to her, what if I got home and there was a World War III going on? And she said, girl, no. And so I got home, and just as we were approaching the gate, there was a crowd there, but there wasn't any gate. So, I got out of the car and I asked for my mom, and they said that she was at the police station. I remember my sister leaving to go stay with other people because it was a lot for her. And I knew that I had to be strong. I suffer from anxiety and panic attacks. There are some things that, I don't talk about. And remember when Keon asked me to speak, I was like, whoa, okay, so I'm about to tell the world my story. But I can say that domestic violence in the home, for us as kids, the parents might not see it, but we wear this mask to pretend that we are okay, when deep down inside, we're actually not okay. But, for me, as I said before, I had to find something to, pull me up, pull me out of my situation. And so throughout high school and my entire life, I volunteer a lot because financially we did not have it. And so I had to find means and ways to get the support that I needed that was not at home.
Yeah. Stacy-Ann, what you're saying is so important, and I'm going to tell you why. Because a lot of victims of domestic violence, including children, don't like to talk about it because they think it's just them. But there are so many of our children who are now adults and our children who are still children who are facing domestic violence, and voices like yours are what we need to address it, because I think the parents need to hear that it affects the children too, destroys families, and it's long term. But I'm so glad that you are where you are now. So tell me now, what's going on with Stacy-Ann?
As I mentioned previously, I just finished my studies at Edna Manley College of Music and Performance.
Congratulations.
School of Dance. Thank you very much. And I am looking forward to, get the space that I need to start my dance studio, of course, and to continue my project that I started in 2017 when I did Miss Universe. And that project, Delia, it gears towards, mentorship and performing arts for young girls age 10 to 18 in and around my community. I have had the opportunity to work with some amazing people, walk the runway, meet some awesome creatives. And I want to give that back, not just to my siblings or my family, but young girls in and around my community. And that's what I am focused on. That's what I am doing right now.
Yes. Girl, you are a shining star. And there are a lot of young women who are watching this morning who in their minds, before they saw this, felt the challenges were too much. But you have shown them that whatever they are, you can overcome if you stay focused on your goals, keep that ambition going, and just be your best self. Awesome seeing you again, Miss St. Catherine.
Thank you, Delia. It was nice speaking with you. Thank you for having me.
StacyAnn Nelson, dancer, model, advocate. I'm giving her that title. And St. Catherine Festival Queen for 2018.